The girl was a long way from home, about to enter the land of three. Who knew what adventures awaited her there? The answer is me. I do. I'm the narrator. But for even and dicey, the adventure was just beginning. And even sister was still out there, somewhere, lost in random.
Bueno, vámonos. Se hace más grande y pesado, ¿no? Pero sigue pudiendo avanzar, la tía es una máquina. ¿El trono de la reina?
Home, I guess.
You mustn't ever touch that odd. Ever. Never touch it again. I have it because I desire it, Odd. You're 12. There are things you don't understand yet. Anyway, forget it. Because I have something for you, Odd. Something special. No, you can't have anything. But you can earn it. Go on, try it. I had it made just for you.
La máscara que tenían los domadores. Varias regias de los secuaces de la reina con una gran habilidad después de trabajo de lucha y pintura.
Above even was one of the Queen's royal spiders, the kind that had taken away Odd on that terrifying night. They were the collectors of children who were to become Sixers.
Come on, Dicey! We can't let it get away!
Bueno, vámonos.
Hurry! She's in our sights! Not today, spider monster!
Vale, por aquí. Estoy viendo a ver si no me dejo alguno de esas cosas para explotar. ¿Ves?
You! Oh, wait! Wait!
La araña. Y por atrás. Ahí hay otro. Bueno, la supuesta hermana se ha ido para allá.
What do you mean you've seen bigger?
¿Qué? Hola, Agustín. ¿Cómo estás? Bueno, no pasa nada, gracias por el host. Estoy aquí sola de todas maneras.
Come on!
Ah, por acá. Aquí hay un libro. Por aquí creo que se puede ir. Ah, pues no, parecía, ¿no? Bueno, hay que matar a esos dos bichos. Ya después de hacerle frente al bicho de...
I always knew I was a sixer at heart. I knew! I'll do all sorts of important work for the Queen while Bernard mops the floor.
Hey, where is Bernie?
Bernard is gone!
A six-odd child is missing! I repeat,
O sea, todos los amigos son 6.
Look! It's Bernie! From back home! Of course we should help him. He'll be eaten alive out here.
The spider seemed impossible to get into at the moment. Oh, but perhaps Bernie would know how to get to her sister. Even knew...
Come on! We've got to find him!
Oh, yes, yes. Time was of the essence. I was done anyway.
Vale. ¿Este camino? Qué raro, tío. Ah. Pero no lleva a ningún lado. Bueno. Ojo. No me diga que tenemos que luchar con los bichos de eso, ¿no? Ah, que se pegan entre ellos.
Freedom was a district tearing itself apart in a three-way civil war. A murdered father. 3 siblings, each suspecting the other of the deed. And a giant battle droid, given to each by the Queen to settle the matter.
Bueno.
All bets are off when you've got a new card from old
I'm noble, you understand. Heck, this bell belonged to my family, don't you know? It still does, I suppose. It has. I'm noble, you understand. Heck, most of us here are. I suppose it is. I don't know any other way to live, you understand. It belonged to the triplets, and before then it belonged to the Lord our King of Freedom, before his murder. Just so. But I'm a distant relative, far enough to stand outside the daily battles and to not choose a side. You know, I have another distant relative, a cousin of mine, that I haven't heard from in some time. Not since this cursed Civil War started. Last I heard, she was in the Duke's garden, playing nobility, eating cakes, I suppose. If I could see her again, I'd tell her that I miss her, that's all. It's silly, but you never think of the people you care about until they're no longer in your life. And it would do my heart good to know that she knows I do miss her. But it's too dangerous for me to go stumbling around a battlefield. Please excuse me.
Dale un toque a Greta.
Fascinating. Greetings. I'm doing a survey for the Upper Class Gazette. Do you have a moment? Splendid, splendid. I have only one question. Who do you think started this war, turning our lord, their father's castle, into a battlefield? Surely you know the story of the 3 siblings. Who do you think did it? Who do you think killed their father and started this bloody civil
La
war?
reina.
None of them? Oh, I've never heard such an opinion before. It's bold. It's direct. It's quite possibly insane. I'll write it down right here in my survey.
Yo pienso que lo mató la reina o algo para empezar la guerra. El tío de las cartas. Hombre, la campana no creo que la tengamos que tocar, ¿no?
Here, mate, this train. Oh, hello. You've made it to Three Town, have you? Be careful here. Those triplets don't mess around. But then again, that just gives you 3 good reasons to buy some cars, eh? I could ask you the same thing. But now we're both here, and that means one thing. Let me answer that question with a question. Who could possibly dwell on the past? So...
Vale.
Protect the king! Protect the king! He's in danger! We have to...
Why'd you ask, stranger? What's your motivation in all of this? Oh, how heartbreaking for you. How tragic, you poor child. Oh, heavens no. That sort of thing wouldn't interest me at all. Good grief, spying on people. I make a point of not remembering anyone I see in public. Privacy is very important to me, you understand. What with that paranoid count demanding full reports of everything everyone does every day and all. I promise it, stranger.
Vale. A la campana. Me he olvidado de la campana un momento. No vaya a tocarle y que salir.
Bah! Call me crazy! I've got half a mind to... The attack has begun! The king must be saved! What? Identify yourself, stranger! I am Nishka, and I used to protect somebody important, I think. A ruler, maybe? Before the war. Oh, Even, you sweet child. You can't keep clinging to the past. The king's dead and gone now for years, don't you remember? What? How did you know my name? What? I've never seen you before in my life. The king! Protect the king from danger!
Tampoco loca.
Oh boy, I can't wait to get back home. But I can't get back home without knowing the way. Or can I? Oh, hey, mister. Do you know the way to one... oh, wow. You want a hug? Okay. Woo, woo, woo. Wow, it's pretty cold.
Se la comió.
Alive? I thought I saw one running around here recently. A young lad, boxy clothing. Can't rightly say, unfortunately. But you'd better find him quick, before the Shadow Man does. Everyone knows about the Shadow Man, child. Especially children out all alone.
Se la comió. Dinerito. Vamos a ver si te sabe dónde está el Bernie.
Kids never run around here unsupervised. That's what the Shadow Man ensures. All I know is that if a kid's missing, the Shadow Man's probably got him. As well they should. You should be afraid, child.
Leave me alone. I'm busy. Well, good luck with that, stranger. If there's a kid running around unattended, the Shadow Man probably has him by now. Oh, you really are in over your head. Oh, you are clever, but I don't know him. Nobody does. If you stay a spell, all Margarine Took can tell you about him. The Shadow Man. He was born in the time of the first nightmare, and he lives on to this day. But not like you or I. He lives in the walls of Mulgrew Alley. And he can always see you, but you can only see him when it's dark. Snuff out the lights in Mulgrew Alley, and you'll find him there. If he were merely a ghost. Goodbye.
Vale, solo se puede ver de noche. Por aquí también. Esto es secundario, creo yo. Sí.
Even suddenly felt like she was being watched. And to tell you the truth, I did too.
Creo que tenemos que apagar más luces, o yo que sé dónde tenemos que ir, pero... ¡Qué bicho más feo!
Are you the Shadow Man?
I have many names, little one.
Okay, fair enough. Have you seen a little boy? About yay high?
Let me think. This one?
Oh, wow, even is that you? I'm so glad to see you. Can you believe that I'm stuck?
Let him out!
Tenemos peleitas.
That may be true, but there is another truth. That if you're not afraid now, you'll soon learn to be. He's mine now. I won't be letting him go. I believe you'd call that leverage. No, I'm afraid that's not what I do. But I would be willing to trade. Nothing you have, child. And I suspect nothing that remains to be seen. But perhaps you're right. I want the same thing all of us want here. Peace. I want the triplets' war to end. Oh, I'm not. But people only truly fear things that move in the dark during peace. During war, they are surrounded by... If you want me to give you Bernard, then I want you to change that.
Voy a subir la silla.
I don't care how. I don't care about anything even. Except being feared by everyone again. I've watched you. I know you're a dice wielder. I've been around for centuries even.
You alone carry the power to affect the arenas and those giant robots. Figure it out, or you will never see your precious Bernard or any other child I choose to take again. For you, there are currently more important questions at stake. Go, even. Bernie's fate rests on your tiny shoulders.
To save Bernard from the wretched Shadow Man, Even had to end Threedom's civil war. It was a hard task, an impossible task, but she wasn't going to let her friend die. The first thing she needed was information. Perhaps some of the locals would be willing to share what they knew.
Who's there? Tell me. You, I remember you. We've spoken before, haven't we? No, I don't remember much, and I'm sorry, what did you want? Oh, with the children. The 3 children, well, something happened. There were sounds from his chambers. Was someone with him? I was his bodyguard, and I ran to look, and he was supposed to be sleeping, but... I'm sorry, it was such a shame. I'm sorry, I forgot what we were talking about. Hello? Do I know you? I'm sorry. I'm afraid that these days I don't remember things as well as I used to. I have moments where I can see things so clearly, but there have been times where an object reminds me of things, holding an important artifact that reminds me of a person or an event. That could bring it all back. Can you find these objects for me? One for each triplet. That could bring it all back. Oh, and if you could find the murder weapon that killed the king, I could remember that too. I feel certain of it. I'm sorry, Oh, if only I could remember.
No se acuerda nada. Venga, vamos ahí a buscar los objetos. También tenemos que hacer otras misiones.
That platform reminds me. I'm supposed to warn travelers about something. I'm supposed to say something very, very
La cámara se va.
important.
Tengo que quitar el cam link, pero bueno, ya
Oh,
terminé.
well, it's probably fine, and we should all stop worrying about it.
Vale, primero va la baronesa. Son 3.
Seeing the ease at which 𝐼𝐶 affected the world, Even was surprised to find herself feeling a little bit frightened of him. How could someone so small and innocent contain so much untamed power? And now, Even suddenly felt like she had the world on her shoulders. Could she solve the mystery of the king's murder?
Ah, no, mira, es por aquí abajo. Vale.
The only thing I can't predict are the rolls of the Queen's dark dice. Hi there, I'm Tea Time Tootsie. I used to be our late King's master planner. Hey, we don't choose our names, our parents did. Oh, well, the Nanny Fortuna renamed me after my... Every day I watch the battles and come up with the most thrilling stratagems for the next day. The only thing I can't predict are the rolls of the Queen's dark dice, but everything else I know. Fair enough. Skepticism is healthy. Here, I'll prove it to you. Every day the dice is rolled, and every day one of the Colossuses moves. Everyone noticed. But what everyone else has failed to notice is how the winning Colossus brings most of the robots he commands with it, and that leaves the area behind safer to... Do any of the triples use this information? Perhaps attacking from behind on the day the dice favors them? No, only I see it. By the order of Nane Fortuna, I am not to work for either of them. Although I would be interested in learning more about the triples for observational purposes only.
Vale, tenemos otra misión con ella.